Amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. So 2 days ago, Atiku was represented at an event. I did a video on it, and there where a statement was made that Atiku is not desperate to be the president of Nigeria, which me I laugh for, because a lot of Nigerians don't believe that Atiku is not desperate to be president of Nigeria. Like, he's been running for a long time coming. So people believe that, oh, that statement is a first one. Well, Atiku Abubakar just came out himself to say, oh, no, I didn't speak that, oh, that's not me, blah, blah, blah. I am running for 2027. Okay, so we know that Nigerians do not believe this, but I tell you the truth, a lot of Nigerians, have really, rise up to talk about the Atiku's recent statement, debunking the statement that, oh, he's not desperate to be in Nigeria. So in other words, there is a desperation, according to what Atiku Abubakar just said in a recent statement, which I will be reading out to you shortly. And of course, people reacting to it. But before I get to do that, let me first of all show us this video where OBY really, disgrace the Judiciary to at the ongoing NBA conference in Enugu. And even the NBA people say they also disgraced Tinubu today, because when Seun Oki asked them some question, their response really showed that a lot of people not really they happy with how Tinubu they handle the country.
I am glad you guys are here to listen to me. And maybe you won't invite me again after I'm done. You represent the heartbeat of professionalism in our country, in any society. I think it's important that we don't laugh through the conditions that we find ourselves as a people. You're the best of minds. Anyone who is able to train and become a lawyer in Nigeria represents the elite of our society. What's going on is an abandonment of responsibility by the elite of our country. The truth is, the people of this country, the larger population of the poor, are almost trapped in intractable poverty. Some 133 million are perniciously in that state of poverty. One thing that is fundamental are the choices that we make as a people. And guess what? The lawyers determining the rule of law of this society and what is rewarded, what is punished, are the heart of it. The question that I hope your conference this year would force each of you to ask is, should there be an evaluation of what our profession has done to provide the necessary guardrails for the behavior of our political class? It's not to be that we, as the privileged class, for as long as you're educated, you're a privileged class, we need to understand that this society lays prostrate for the poor right now, some 133 million of them, that a distorted incentive society is making it impossible for them to actually have a quality of life that is close enough to just being normal. And therefore, I am praying that as a legal profession, you can agree that there is serious discussions that are making it difficult for incentives to align in the direction where hard work is rewarded. This country has to go back to rewarding hard work. This idea that politics is the pathway to becoming wealthy is an anomaly. Any profession that is rewarding this kind of pre-Bengalist behavior cannot be a profession that cares about tomorrow. But I do know that I know some of you, and you're some of the best minds that we have in this society. So, stop trading this profession. Stop giving this profession over to a bunch of lousy politicians that want to destroy generations here and unborn. Don't invite me again. Even if you invite me, I may not come again.
You say no. All right. The first question is Nigeria better today than 2 years ago? So I assume that is for yes.
There's nothing yet.
Is Nigeria better today than 2 years ago? Let's go to the second question. Do you think the nation is on the right track with the policies of the Tinubu government? It seems you are making this responsible stuff. All these, I'm coming somewhere. I'm actually going somewhere. I'll put this second question again. Do you think, order please, do you think the nation is on the right track with the policies of the Tinubu government? Okay. All right.
Every year, the legal practitioners rather that we have do have their conference, and every year they invite persons to speak, and these people usually emphasize the importance of administering justice at all time. My question is, what have they been able to do with the whole advice and everything that is being dished out? In fact, last year they had one. What happened? We see that the problem still persist. The mighty corruption ongoing within the Nigerian judiciary still persists. It's as if the whole thing is getting worse. So what move are they making, putting their heads together, the NBA, to make sure that, okay, even if it's the CJN that is misbehaving, something will be done about this particular person? Whether it's the CJN or any other person, something ought to be done. If these people can get it right, I think a bunch of our problems will be reduced. Both of our problems will be reduced if they can get it right. Because even if anybody misbehave, call it INEC, call it Nigerian police force, call it whatsoever, and you head to the court, knowing fully well that justice will prevail if you bring your evidence, it will go a long way in sanitizing the nation. And truly, justice is being sold, to all these lousy politicians. The same thing the emir of the Sultan of Sokoto told them. Justice has become purchasable commodity. Just have your money and you will have it. See election. Just have your money and you will have it. That's how it is. To the point that they have prepared means of, okay, the moment you pay, they know how to help you, claim that you won the election. They will just duplicate the result and all that. Transfer with a duplicate sheet. Why won't it get to this point where they are being innovative on how to, steal the people's mandate? They will be innovative and do this whole thing because they know at the court, if you go there, justice belongs to the highest bidder. That's how bad it is. I think these people really need to do better. I think they need to do better. In fact, them shouting no, that Nigeria, see how things are. with the way they are busy responding to, they were busy responding to Shinwoki, you gonna say a lot of them don't they tired with waiting they go on for Nigeria. They are tired. Really tired. There is nobody that want to compare the Tinubu's administration and the Buhari's own and tell you that, oh, the Tinubu's administration is better than the Buhari's own. There's nobody. All this talk about reform, until you begin to reflect in the life of the poor masses, I don't see the significance of the reform. You are doing reform, and you are saying is yielding result. Yet we know they see and they reflect for our lives. What kind of reform is that? What kind of reform is that? The judiciary, they should understand that they have a lot of work to do. That's what they need to understand. There should be zero tolerance to corruption. Whether it's carried out by the CJNO or judges, something needs to be done. I don't know how they want to do it, but they need to do it. It's not every time somebody will come and then the person will talk to them, they will come and give this person a standing ovation, and then they go back, there will be one case that will be presented, and then you see them bring technicality into play. That thing, they bust my head. I don't like it. They should wake up. It is good that we have people who are bold enough to tell them the truth to their faces. Then they sell Nigeria to lousy politicians. In fact, then they embolden these politicians by their actions and inactions. These days, I won't be surprised if news should leak out someday that some of them, they actually have cards. They belong to political parties. The judiciary in Nigeria is gone. As far as I'm concerned, I'm talking about my nation, is the worst. Thank you so much for watching. Now, let me quickly read out what part of what Atiku said.
Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar said he will run for president in 2027 general election. On Saturday, Olateju, a professor at the Achievers University in Ondo, said Abubakar was not desperate to become Nigeria's president in 2027. Olateju represented Abubakar at the ceremony to welcome defectors from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and Labour Party LP into the African Democratic Congress ADC in Lagos. Atiku Abubakar's plan is to build a better Nigeria. It's not about him being president, it's about having a good government that can deliver for Nigerians. It's not a personal thing for him, and that's why some of us are with him. It's not about Atiku having to be president at all costs, he said. But Olateju's remark rubbed Abubakar the wrong way. In a telephone interview with Tunde Olusule, who was special advisor on media and publicity to Abubakar during the 2023 presidential election, the ex-vice president, who is currently in the United Arab Emirates, disowned Olateju's comments. I did not issue that statement. When people standing for me at events will preview my thoughts on the instant subject and what my contribution or intervention will be. So we are on the same page, he said. In this particular instance, there was no engagement with me to distill my thoughts. Professor Olateju was not speaking for me. I will run in 2027. Nigeria needs to be decisively rescued from the intensive care unit it has been consigned to. The degeneration in our country, the level of poverty and pain, the anguish is unacceptable. The accompanying deceit, the loss of values, the mega-scale unintended thievery, the absolute lack of accountability must disturb every concerned patriot. I will be offering myself to lead the reclamation and reconstruction of our traumatized homeland. Abubakar said the ADC coalition, of which he is a member, will cause an upset in the 2027 elections. ADC is leading a potent mass movement which will shock the world. We will upstage the status quo in a way which will leave doubters dumbstruck, he said.
As my fellow Nigerians, most especially those supporting Atiku Abubakar for 2027, I want you to take a closer look at this photograph. This photograph has been on the internet for a while now, but there's a reason I want to talk about it now. So I hope you give me some attention. It's going to be brief. You see these three dudes here, they've been on queue to be the president of Nigeria, right? we've been under this one that is marked bad, I will know the story, right? When we thought we'd seen the worst with him, and then came the man on the middle. The man at the middle is currently giving us, this man gave us Shege Banza, this one is giving us Shege Pro Mass, and this guy is warming up to be next. I don't get it. What is their plans? Because seeing them together now will let you know that they are product of same cabal. They've been together from the same source. They felt it's turn by turn, right? I don't think Nigeria will allow that to happen. From what we've experienced with this and what we are currently experiencing with this, come 2027, it's a no to these two. This one is already gone. If maybe, okay, let's just say, okay, no to these two. But I just hope the wish of the ancestors come to pass. I don't know if this video make any sense to you at all. Did you get anything from it? If you like, don't. But it's up to you. 2027 is waiting. Put sentiment at the forefront. Now you sabi, the Shege Pro Mass, the Shege Banza from this man, and the Shege Pro Mass from this man. Are you escaping it? Of course you are not. So if you make the mistake of letting this one come or retaining this, we are in this together now. We've been in it together. We'll continue to be in it together. I'm a fan and a supporter of Peter Obi on the basis that he's by far the best among them. So there will be no point being sentimental. Let's get the best that will give us the best, and that is all that will be best for us.
I knew from the word go, the moment I saw that report, that, okay, this cannot be Atiku talking. Yes, he's a representative, yes, but I do not think that's the statement, of Atiku, his mind on the whole matter. Atiku Abubakar, no contest. Make I know what thing happen. He has said it before now. He said it in 2024. Abi? Yes, I think in 2024, sometime May 2024, 2023 or so, May in 2024, he said as long as he's hale and hearty, he will continue to run for presidency. So whether it's out of desperation or out of care for Nigeria, which I believe is the is the former, Atiku Abubakar will continue to run. That's just the truth. And I am not saying he should not run. Oh, that's his money. That's his choice. I'm not saying he should not run. But what I'm saying is, I do not believe that Atiku Abubakar is about to rescue Nigeria in quotes like he said. Because not be the first time we don't see Atiku Abubakar for power. It is not the first time. If Atiku Abubakar had done a lot more in uniting the North, and, sensitizing and sanitizing them about, the importance of eradicating certain things that, is confronting the North today, maybe I would have looked at him with a different eye. You've not been able to do so. What's the fantastic contribution that he has done in the North for someone who has been in power for so long? If he has done something, maybe I would, like I said, I would look at him with a different eye. For how many years, even as the VP, up until now? So, is it now that you want to show us that you have changed? How sure are we that you have truly changed? And what you actually want is a transformation, a birth of a new Nigeria. How well do we believe? Look, the only time where I feel say, okay, I don't even sure say there comes a time where I want to give my vote to someone that has been termed corrupt. I wanted to say the only time I want to look in Atiku's direction if there is Atiku and there is no Peter Obi in the race. But it could lead us into something much more worse. Or the same thing. Maybe there might not be much nepotism. There might be, consideration of the people to some extent. There might be consideration of the people, the plight of the people to some extent. But we cannot rule out the fact that there will not be looting and corruption. We cannot rule out that fact. That's just how I see it. This is my opinion. So it's not coming to me as a surprise. He can go ahead and contest. He can go ahead. He's been contesting since. if Nigerians will vote Peter Obi, and INEC will do the right thing, Peter Obi will still win. I don't even believe in all this nonsense of vote sharing and no vote sharing. I don't even want to believe it. I believe that Peter Obi won that 2023 election from all indication before it was stolen. So Peter Obi can still do it. And Atiku contested then. So if you want contest, I make it go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. If INEC can do the right thing, which they cannot do, but we have to find a way to make sure that we beat INEC, and INEC will end up, doing the right thing at the end of the day, giving us our mandate. If that is done, achieved, Peter Obi will still win the election. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you guys for the love. I'm super grateful for the support. God bless you richly. Una no go spoil. See you guys in my other videos. You enjoy the rest of your day.